Capella at over 11 rebounds per game. And the Hawks really suffered when he missed a bunch of time with a calf injury. Shai games on the road against Sacramento and Denver. A lot of plays like this.
Yeah, there's that arm, that time not vertical by Bogdanovic.
Tough drive, just flicked it high off the glass.
Yeah, did it with his left hand too, on the opposite leg.
So we are seeing some.
He's one of those guys who can take that shot. He's a logo shooter.
Shai is going to get fouled. Daigneault's going to like that steal from SGA. Once again, get right in there in the post. Now he's going to tie up.
Time by Lou Dort into the body of Capella. Just moved him away from underneath the basket.
Shai, what a move, slithering his way to the play. Didn't hear the whistle.
This is a tough play. I mean, he takes a couple of hits, and he's got, what, three of the lighter colored jerseys all around him. A little stutter step. You can use that in basketball. It's not all about football. 55%.
Shai once again sees a crease right at Dejounte Murray. A good defense.
And he's got such patience. Look at a nice little jump shot. Stop, excuse me, folks. And that's the last second.
Difference. As Shai once again wants to screen for Muscala. Attacks, and he's going to get himself another.
And he's got 3 straight plays like this. Where's an and one? I don't know what Dejounte Murray is arguing about.
Young's got 22. Check that 25 on the night. Holiday trying to check SE this year. He didn't shoot it very much his first 2. Obviously missed most of last season with so the slow starts is something that Mark Daigneault says he's interested with his young. Thunder got a little quiet, having missed 6 in a row. Shai bounces off a Rose. Jalen Williams is like, man, these guys are good. SGA, and he will get free.
Told to Paris, which is, this game is in the balance. It's on a knife's edge. Any run can be game-changing. Obviously, the closer you get to the end of
down in time. Well, what, the 4th one?
It's up there, and it's the relentless contest by the Thunder, even if they might be late.
A turnaround. Well, that was fun to watch. That was just a collision.
Officials had to play so far. No whistle.
Oh, little. Thunder try to ignite the 4th quarter offense, late 4th quarter offense with Shai. And that'll be a whistle and a foul. Every single time. But that kind of skill, even going up against an excellent defender in Mobley.
Well, yeah, you're right. 7-footer.
Mobley a Alexander, que la tiene aquí frente a Wade. Alexander por la línea y la pintó al lado izquierdo, la suelta en cortito, le comete el foul.
It's so much a part of their plan. There's a deflection, this steal from Wiggins. Shai again putting his head down.
The Cavs are sitting at 0 of 3 from downtown.
Shai's going to go right by Okoro. Pull. You see the Thunder scrapping on the glass. Shai, that'll be a foul, and almost got it to. Didn't start the season in the starting lineup. Had to improve his defense to get on the floor in the starting lineup. And that has happened here, so they're 11 consecutive. Shai, series of spins. Stevens trying to take his turn to defend Shai. That'll be easy free throws. That's right, Dallas has 6 threes, 10 made free throws. And it's a single-digit game. Oh, Shai and the deep. Shot clock is off. Game clock hits 5. Shai, little acceleration. And
the flash to that free throw line so they can throw that lob over the top.
Look at Getting still on the bench with the 5 fouls. Shai is going to get free throw floor quickly. Trey Mann will let Shai operate. Goes right by Hardaway Jr. off balance somehow.
Blow from the primary defender and Tim Hardaway Jr. Take a look at this, folks. There's that blow. Keeps his balance. Takes the contact. Sometimes you never know. You just throw it up there. But then again, this guy does this all the time, folks. That's what all-stars do. That's what great plays. Good defense. Dallas did not get that ball below the 3-point line on that possession.
And Shai once again fighting through the congestion. Shai's had 3 consecutive trips down, Michael, and 3 consecutive buckets.
Yeah, how about this, man? Got clipped. Nice little shot. And the paint is a great area to regain your footing offensively. Thunder not settling for those outside shots as Powell was just riding him on. That's a tough cover for him anyway, that far away from the basket. This is going to be another and one.
Splits two defenders and hits a pretty little floater.
No, 3D, when Brown was in Brooklyn a few years ago, he was the power forward.
Exactly.
Now he's the backup point guard.
Unbelievable.
Into the paint, outside to man. Now the reset. 6 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander, harder for most of last season for Michael Malone. Getting his first points of the night. Final 40 seconds of the quarter.
Bounce on that step back desperation 3 with the shot clock under 1.
And how about that discipline on defense by Josh Giddey on him just moments ago.
Wasn't going to give over. And a steal by Shai. Odd man rush. Oh, he lost it.
To move around, you got to get your advantages offensively, and you do that by moving the ball and moving it quick.
There is Shai right through the teeth of the Denver defense. Plays through all. Giddey didn't want to get fouled. So instead, it swings down to Shai. Want to clear it out for him. They're going to work on Brown. Spins.
Or play off of the main playmakers like Shai.
Now Shai bounces off, going to take the bump.
Word on Joe coming in was he is a pretty solid team defender, and that is the best example of a team defense play, being in the right spot.
That the Nuggets have gotten in this third quarter. They're limited to just 13 points. Shai, same spot. Well, that's again the Thunder's initial first possession defense is going to be a foul on Brown as Shai's
Has been so good gobbling up these rebounds for the Thunder tonight. Been really active around the rim.
Boy, Shai. Quarter. Two teams that want to start fast. SGA with Lamb. Well, we saw the reverse layup, Michael, from Jalen Williams. Remember that surprise?
That's good defense there by the Thunder. See if they can continue to build on that.
And Shai's got initial defense. Shai once again on Kuminga.
The guy just has to stay or either stand there or just get out of the way. It's tough to do that in real time, though, folks.
And Kuminga picks the pair. Just underway. Shai trying to cross up Nimhard. He's going to go right to Giddey. Wanted to send it down to Lou Dort. Now Shai has the step drives inside, and Indiana just kicked in for the first time. You see two defensive players on Shai. Shai breaking down the defense. Looks like a fullback. Shai is providing offense for the Nuggets, now with 15. Shai, tough spin, rugged drive. Very rare to get 3 days off, particularly this late in the season, or at any point of the season for that matter, is Shai drive.
This is what they do. That's why they're #1 in the NBA in transition at over 17 a game.
Shai, what a move. As the clock becomes more of an enemy for the Thunder, and that'll be a push and a foul. Right to Martin, who volleyballs it up, and finally, Baisley's able to get it over to SGA. He puts his head down. Snow on the putback.
Thunder have a lot of confidence in him as he was signed to a
Stripped on his way to the rim. Shai trying to get downhill, attacking, lost his balance, got hit from behind, and he is...
Two hands, too, just to make sure he brought that rebound down.
All kinds of contact, and the Thunder counterattack. Boy, Edwards had the left-hand opportunity. You see the...
He could set up, blew by Noel on that play. Man, I tell you, he takes a beating and just keeps on ticking. He really shuffled his feet that time.
Shai getting harassed by Rivers.
Shefty took another shot. I'm not sure if it was in the same eye or a different eye.
He was rubbing the shiner. Bill was open momentarily. Shai gonna get to the free throw line. First half. Pelicans have done a really good job of getting back on defense. Shai's got
16 for the Pelicans.
Shai, oh, he showed the ball. Verano bangs off of Pokusevski. Didn't get it to drop. Poku, good defense again. Little hesitation from Shai. Kept his pivot foot down. Hayes just could not reach.
He is so dangerous when you pick up the dribble. What's the one thing that young players learn? Don't pick up your dribble. Don't pick up your dribble unless you're SGA, because, yeah, when he picks up his dribble,
We go back on top. Now push out the lead to 4. Shai, head down. Oh, he's going to get the roll.
And that's tough to do over Jackson Hayes. He's a shot blocker. He's a high riser. He likes to cover the rim. And that time got him caught on the sideline. Easy call. But man, what a tough finish that was.
Score for New York. Grimes supposed to be that defensive stop. Had just 2 threes combined the last 5 games, 2 out of 25, struggling mightily. But he's knocked down 2 in the first half.
Good defense.
Year and a half, basically. Said he's excited to play against his former team tonight, though.
You got to get something out of these possessions because you got 3:39 to go in this game. You got to get something out of
Quick release. This particular play, got 2 guys down. Let SGA go one-on-one. He goes to the basket, puts it up and in. Okay, so if you can watch this, Jaylen Brown stops him 3 times. Comes down, that's a stop. Counters. Stops him again. And then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is just saying, I'm going to get to the rim.
I mean, these guys are just relentless.
Good things happen for your ball club. Here he is right here. Snow is coming. It doesn't matter. Look at Shai using his body. Keeps the ball high, finishes, and 1.
It's his 4th foul on Brown.
Oh, hey. Jason Tatum was asking for that foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander again with the dribble. Lost it. Trouble.
From 18 feet. Comes off the bench, has that size, has that shooting ability. But 3.
That's right. And Brooklyn gets 18% of their offense from the mid-range. But you're right, partner. He is one of those guys. Oh, that's going to be a foul.
Caught it at the top, but blew the alley-oop.
It looked like he was on the back part of his heels. He's a high riser.
Kyrie trying to get physical with S to the wide right, so it's Brooklyn's offense that is slumbering here in the 4th quarter. Shai's going to get free throws. Brooklyn has gone ice cold. Shai sizing up Harris. Veers right.
Ways, and that's one of them right there where most of his points have come on 2s. You can live with that.
Shai didn't have the...
It was late, but it was the right call. He got O'Neal to bite for it. And this is a tough cover. He goes baseline where the weak side is not there. And you see that arm? It was not...
Is drafted in the most recent draft, 1 in the 1st round, 1 in the 2nd, that sent Paul George out to the Clippers.
Oh yeah, that trade's still paying dividends.
And they still have a whole bunch of 1st-round picks in the years to come. Yeah. And a foul. 1st quarter, Lou Dort clearly hit a ball out of bounds. They kept it with Oklahoma City, and he ended up making it.
I don't think. Depending on how Mark Williams played in his 1st half would depend on whether Nick...
Big situation.
Shai leans in.
Zach LaVine.
Shai back in. Got that left.
Because of what Mark Dagenhart has done is just playing so many different guys.
Trying to body up SGA, and that's one of those plays, Michael, where you've talked about it over the course of the season. When the Chicago defense yet again. And there's a steal by Shai. Spinning away from Williams. Now Shai once again with a mismatch. Mobley, good defensive player. He's got so much length and just could not. Shai's going to go right back to the free throw line. Well, Mobley's a good shot blocker, so he thinks he's got Shai right where he wants him.
He did everything.
The rebound to JRE. Shai racing ahead once again.
Basket, the more he'll swallow you up with his size.
He is big, 7-footer. Shai, more for guys who like to block shots. Steven's not really a shot blocker, but he's not used to defending Shai. And so when you see that subtle ball fake, of course he's a 7-year-old 2nd-round pick. Shai on the vert and be a little more playing tonight. It's the perfect time in that big comeback in Game 6 of the season here against Dallas. Shai and a little pump fake out of the the 22 shots have been from 3. They've missed 8 consecutive, and it's allowed the Thunder to slowly chop down the deficit. Shai, boy, just SGA off to make, and he's going to power up.
How about this? This is the make by Tim Hardaway Jr. And then you just keep going, keep going, keep going.
Gets it right back from Poku. And you see 2 Dallas players across midcourt. Kind of see it click in his brain to go.
How about this? Tough move. Tough move. Not afraid to go in there. As Luka Doncic does what Luka.
Shai jumped the passing lane. Now trying to race ahead and gets hammered in. Doncic to Ntilikina and a steal. Shai jumped the passing lane. Now trying to race ahead.
And great footwork to avoid a travel and get away a shot. And an attack by Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder have a chance to take the lead. 8 lead changes in tonight's game. Big collision there. He just put too much on it. He didn't have that soft, feathery touch that Gilgeous-Alexander has. But Oklahoma City got the ball back.
So Jamal Murray up high. Now Gilgeous-Alexander, and he draws the foul. Pass it out. 9 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander into Caldwell Pope. Nuggets double.
KCP is doing a really good job on SGA when he's had one-on-one moments. Look at the way he slides and stays with him, and Jamal Murray trying to dig this basketball out, hoping for a jump ball, and ends up getting a foul call for getting his arm tanked. Defensive plays we're seeing from Zeke Naji, getting up sky high to block shots.
This is something that we haven't seen a whole lot of, as Gilgeous,
which left his defender behind him, down ready to shoot.
Nuggets down by 3 now, and Green foul for Christian. Lead is 6. And down goes.
Durn splits at the stripe. Pistons by 1, 20 to 19. Gilgeous-Alexander, nice up fake, drew some contact, missed it.
That was the first foul on Baisley's 2nd team foul, so the Nuggets back on top.
Off the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander boards it. Gilgeous-Alexander still has it. Double clutcher. Out of bounds. The foul is the 2nd on Cade Cunningham.
Or Shai Gilgeous.
Got to keep rotating. The defense here for the Rockets has been really good. I mean, Shai's going to hit tough shots. Just show bodies to him, and wow. Stop playing with him, Kevin Porter. Oh, my goodness.
Gilgeous-Alexander. He challenges Garuba where the left hand rolls off, and that'll do. How about his night offensively?
Craig, we talked about it in the open. Efficient basketball here from Jalen Green, and this is a different ball club when he plays like that. He just finds those angles. He makes you pay, and nothing worse than a patient guard. Look how patient he is. Boom, big body.
That's the 2nd on.
That Jalen was going to sit down right under the rim. He was running through, but I like the willingness to pass from the Rockets.
And Şengün ended over. OKC with numbers. Gilgeous-Alexander had to count us.
I think that the perennial All-Stars would do. 18 and 14. SGA is
scoring about 17 a game and shooting the ball efficiently. They're going to need his production this season.
Do well, and then Jimmy Butler takes it right back and creates a 3.
Gilgeous-Alexander lays it in, and then
steals or max deflections.
You could use a nickname, but you're not allowed to give anybody nicknames. This is the layup that Alexander will.
26th in the league, and yet Oklahoma City just keeps fouling.
And they're perfect as Gilgeous-Alexander, the #1 driver in the NBA, finally this 2nd quarter able to get to the basket. And granted, looked like a couple little mid-range
season with over 40 points as Tyler Hero goes baseline for a little teardrop.
He's got a smooth game.
Giannis, obviously. It's going to be a tough. I mean, it's a great decision to have.
But then you add Pat Connaughton and Joe Ingles, throughout the year.
Daniels, who's had a couple of big games, 2 double-digit scoring games against OKC. Really stretching out his game. Shai's going to put his head down. He went to front that pass in the post, and he picked it off. Now he goes to work on the offensive end, and we're going to get rim.
Well, you know, I saw him working with him on that. I wasn't really sure if he was going to do that, but you know, sometimes it translates over to the game.
And obviously missed that game on Wednesday night against San Antonio after the hard fall in New Orleans. And you see there,
that was essential to be able to even see Baisley.
By no means has looked overwhelmed in his time with OKC, and obviously he's been down.
So a little bit flat on the shot. 2.5 to play. This is their game. They want to get up and down the floor. They're going to call.
Their first in points in the paint is because of those guards. It's because of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Josh Giddey pushing the ball just like this.
Ooh. On the ball. Tried to get it inside. Billy thought it was a shot. Gilgeous-Alexander. And you don't have a foul to give. Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, brother. Pokashevsky.
See, you can see what Jose's doing is going under on those pick and rolls. That's what you.
The Pels.
It's a good pass by Herb Jones. Good patience when he got under that lane.
Counts if it goes. Pels is you want to keep them around 13. That's the way they'll stay. 8-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander going to the.
He is he knows how to keep his dribble alive. He never picks his dribble up too soon. Goes, you cut him off, and then he changes direction.
2:35 and counting. So that was one where he had to. That's, he's on top of the basket. And where's it coming from? Robinson Earl. So they got what they wanted. And on the spin.
It's a travel. That's a travel.
Sometimes there's a discombobulation to start the game, but these guys are doing a good job dishing and swishing around.
First half.
Knicks have a foul to give. This is a rare occasion. Normally they're in the penalty.
And Barrett went for the fake.
So they've seen this before. They played on the Canadian team. So Barrett has to know some of these moves. The Cardinals center defense, leaving your feet. Shai
is off the mark. As we said, getting his second career start. Shai goes right at him. RJ Hampton off the bench. Not a big-time three-point shooter. Shai looked like he lost his defensive players, something that he says that he's been aware of and can take advantage a little bit more. As Shai going on Banchero gets Banchero to bite and then commit the foul. So Shai right back to the free throw line. And
this is good action by the Thunder right now. Just to, you know, if you're having trouble scoring it, off the dribble, get to that free throw line as
things make a difference. So you have to sprint back and build a wall against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
That was a foul. Other end of the floor, it looked like the ball, but it went right across him.
Right. The things that teams do against Zion, where they get back and build a wall.
You know, all teams in the association go through these tough second nights of back-to-back.
He's tracked down by SGA. Thunder had it down to 10 late in the second quarter before Orlando pushed it back up the rim. And Shai quickly back the other way, sprinting and bouncing off for the foul. That's going to. And the Orlando bench tonight, despite all the guys that have been missing because of the suspension, because of COVID, is Shai. Collision between Muscala and Carter. The Thunder come up with it. Shai splits the defense, opens it up with. And boy, Paolo Banchero with authority on the jam. Shai quickly back the other way, hangs in the air long.
This was right on top of it, sitting to the scoreboard.
Shai is...
Just like James Harden, he'll go into your hands and then take the shot.
Shai going to work on the defense. Tobias Harris. Such a big part of what this Philly team does. Shai goes behind his back. That'll be an easy foul. The layup, that one rolls off.
Thunder doing a good job of defending without fouling.
Shai is going to get fouled. That's going to go on water. As Shai's going to have to put it up. Little sidestep's going to get the whistle. Shai with Embiid in the vicinity.
A few games ago about Rashawn Holmes handling his role, coming to work every day as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander already with a 30-piece Garnet's middle, up by 10. Their largest lead of the game. Here's Shai. Oh, wow.
Crazy. I just had to say that one more time.
And Shai front of the rim. 19 out of 20 from 3. He does so outside to Pokusevski, gets it right back.
How about that block by Saul on that drive to the bucket?
Oh, Shai, little crossover, double team comes and free to put up with shot clock dwindling. 7-3. He's got 14 threes the last 3 games. Shai trying to negotiate the defense.
Into the Wizards' interior defense, despite Porzingis being on the floor.
5 turnovers for Washington, and Shai nearly had.
He just said, look, man, I got one-on-one coverage. Watch this bump right here. There it is. There's the bump. Everything was clean once he got.
Those are the threes that have been falling all night long. Shai again. This time Avdia had the block, but too much. A 10-0. Little spurt. Shai again on Avdia. He's been going at him all night long, and he's not going to get that. Bradley Beal now with 21 in the game. Shai back quickly. The defense came over. Tight game. Battled all night. Have trailed. Shai is going to get more.
Here the whistle. He looked at head coach Jamal Moses. That was on me, coach.
Point of emphasis coming in. Those screeners got to be more set, more stable. Shai is going to get the shot fakes.
I know. I've done it too. So this is just a brilliant move by Shai. He had no chance to make this bucket. A slingshot, very effective with it though.
Those last 2 shots that Orlando took are out of rhythm and quick as Shai will work his way underneath. Protecting the rim was a problem against Charlotte. This should be a foul. That's one of the across midcourt. Now Shai with Thor. Wants to make his move on Grant. Uses the speed, got inside. And 7+ second differential between shot and game. Shai maneuvering and a foul for 3. So the Thunder have grabbed back the lead. Shai bouncing off of Grant. Sometimes you just get beat by a good shot. Shai once again going to work, spinning hard. One of the best blocking guards in the NBA this season. SGA has been so committed on the defensive end. Now we're trying to back down Simons. Shai's got the mismatch. Goes right by Eubanks. And there is SGA off the turnover, going one-on-one with Grant. And Grant got a swipe on it, knocked it away momentarily. Shai stuck with it.
1 of 5 from downtown.
And he has been contained. There's just a sidestep 3. As Shai tap it back out to SGA. Save the possession. Shai going to work on Grant. See Grant using his long arm. Shai, series of moves. Sit back out to Sar. Incredible hustle by Pokusevski. And Shai again, this time.
Yeah.
I know what suit you're going to wear. It's just a matter of whether or not you bust out the vest.
Well, I tell you what I like. That should be a foul.
Off of movement, off of action in an advantage spot. Now he gets it on the move in the open floor.
Powers you with his height, not his strength.
The Thunder often talks about doing its work early defensively. You got to do that against Pirtle, and you got to do shaping up to be number 7 here on the longest homestand in OKC history.
There were 12 points in the first 3 minutes. Right now, 27 points, just 13 for the Spurs.
Shai attacks, spins, gets
again with a jam, and he is the first Toronto player into double digits in the first half. Shai put his head.